Hello students. So this time again we will continue with the same chapter, that is Linux, and in Linux we will be learning about its distribution Ubuntu, and I'll tell you about the directory structure of Ubuntu and some of the commonly used commands of Linux. Okay, so let's see what is the directory structure of Linux. See, basically in Linux the directory structure is very complex. Unlike in Windows, the directory structure is very simple. We have drive letters like C, D, E, F, and in those drives a number of directories are there. All these directories have definite name. We can read out the names, and in those directories files are there. But nothing is like this in Linux. Even drive letters are also missing in Linux. Only a slash sign is there which denotes the root directory from where all the other directory and files begin. Means slash is the root directory where rest of all the directories and files are stored. Most of the directories in Linux have names with only 3 letters. Only a few names are there which have more than 3 letters, but maximum names are having only 3 letters. So we have some common Linux directories which have some very specific tasks, which is to some very specific types of information. The very first one is slash boot. Slash boot is a directory which stores all the information of the files which is required and which is necessary for the booting up of the system. Means when the system boots up, which has a Linux in it, the system takes information from this particular folder. The next folder is slash etc. It contains the configuration files. See, basically whenever we open a application, these configuration files which helps to start up a program and make that program work properly on the computer. So this is slash etc folder. The next directory is slash etc. It is not basically a directory, it is a file in the directory, that is in etc directory. The file is in tab. Basically this file contains the information about the processes which are required to be started when the system boots up. File which is there in etc folder is fstab. See, basically fstab contains the detailed information about all the external drives which are connected to the system, that is either floppy, C drives or other things. The next file in etc folder is passwd. It contains the information about the passwords which the user has entered for its system. When the user enters the password, the system, means the Linux, matches it with the folder and the file which is contains the information. If it matches, the Linux system give the authentication to user to work on it. Next is slash bin. Slash bin is a subdirectory of root directory which contains some very important executable files. We can also say it as commands which are helpful for the maintenance of the computer system. The next directory is sbin. It is same as bin directory. It too contains some commands, but these commands are used only by the administrator of the system, not by the local user. It contains the administrative tools for the system. The next directory is slash usr. This slash usr is a directory which contains all the applications which are installed in the computer by the user, and it is the largest directory of the system. The next is slash usr slash doc. This folder contains all the documents related to different types of applications which are installed in the computer. After this, the next directory is slash usr slash share. So basically, it contains all the types of configuration files which are required for the applications which needs to be executed or worked on a Linux system. So basically, these files tells how those applications will behave and work on a Linux system. The next is slash usr slash src. So it is a folder which contains the source code for the applications which are installed in the computer. The next folder is slash usr slash include. See, this folder contains all the header files of C compiler. C is a programming language and it has header files. So all the header files are stored in slash usr slash include folder of Linux. The next folder is slash usr slash local. So this folder contains all the applications and files which are locally stored in the system, means which is not shared by any other system connected to it. The next is slash lib. Slash lib is a folder which contains all the helpful files which are used for the proper execution for the applications in Linux system so that it executes properly. The next directory is slash home. See, it is a directory where user keeps all its files of the computer. See, like in Windows, we have document folder where the files get stored automatically whenever we save a file in any application. The same thing happens in home folder. All the personal file of a user get stored in the home folder, which are created using different apps in Linux system. The next folder is slash root. See, it is a super user home directory. Super user home directory means it is the directory of the administrator of the system. It holds all the tools for the administrative purpose. Basically, it has highest amount of access over the system. The next directory is slash var. It contains variable data. Variable data means the data which keeps on changing, like user logging informations, printer spool, directories, and temporary file. All these files keeps on changing time to time, so that's why it is called variable data. The next directory is slash var slash log. Basically, this directory contains all the error reports, means the error logs which comes up during the operation of the system. The next directory is slash var slash mail. This folder contains all the mails which are either sent to a person or which are being received in the system. That is, it contains all the incoming and outgoing emails in the system of a user. Then comes slash var slash spool. See, this spool term basically we use with printers. So basically it contains the files which are in queue for the printing. So it has all the information about all the files which are being printed or like this. Next folder is slash temp. Temp, as you all know, is termed for temporary. So basically it contains all the temporary files which are created by the applications or the system in the system itself. The next is slash. Okay, so now we'll move on to commands. See, as you all know that commands are the instructions which are given to a system, and according to the command the system reacts. Means that for different type of actions different types of commands are there, and each command is typed down in a particular manner. So the particular manner in which the commands are typed is called its syntax. So basically every command has a syntax. So syntax means the proper way of typing a command. We cannot type down command in any way. For every different command different method is there. So as we type down the command and press enter key, a particular action is conducted. So like in DOS, a number of commands are there. You all must have worked on DOS. So when we work on Linux and we need to work on command, then for that we need to open the Linux terminal. So if you do not have Linux terminal in your system, basically everybody has Windows, they do not have Linux. So you can do a simple task. You can download Termux, Termux, Termux from your Android devices. You can download it and you can execute almost all the commands which are used for Linux terminal. So the very first thing required is you need to have a Linux terminal in your system. So once you have Linux terminal, you can execute a number of commands. We will discuss some of the most general commands which are used in Linux. The very first command is, before going on to the command, you first know that when we open a terminal in Linux, a dollar sign comes up. So when a dollar sign comes up, we need to type the command just after the dollar sign. So the very first command is pwd command. The work of pwd command is, it will display the name of the directory in which we are currently working. The only thing you need to do is, just after dollar sign you need to type pwd and press enter key. Just below the command you will see the names of the directories under which you are currently working. The next command is mkdir. See, mkdir command is just like the md command or mkdir command of DOS. It is used for creating a new directory, make directory. So if you require to create a new directory in Linux system, the only thing you require is to type down mkdir just after the dollar sign, then a space, and then a name of the directory, and press enter key. As you press enter key, you will see nothing has changed, but you will see again the same dollar prompt again. That means your directory is created. And if you need to see the name of the directory which you have seen, simply type ls and press enter key just after dollar sign, and as you press ls and enter key, you will see the names of all the directories which are created in your current working directory, and you can verify whether your directory is created or not created. So basically when you type mkdir and a space plus a name and enter key, your directory will be created. And if you need to remove a directory, then for that a simple command is here, rmdir. It is rmdir, remove directory. Simple thing, just after the dollar sign type rmdir space the correct name of the directory and press enter key. You will see again the dollar sign comes below the command which you have typed. That means the directory which you have typed is removed, and if that directory do not exist, it will display a message that the directory do not exist. The next is to create a empty file. So if you need to create a empty file using commands in Linux, the only thing you need to do is you need to use touch command, touch touch. Type touch after dollar a space and a name, the name for the file, and press enter key. Again you will see dollar sign just after the command type without any error message. So if there is no error message, that means your file is created. And again, if you want to check the name of the file, you can simply type ls, press enter key. You will be seeing the name of the file which you have created, and like you have deleted the directory. If you want to delete the directory, then for that you can use a simple command, that is rm command. Rm command is used to delete a file. After the dollar sign type rm space the proper and the correct name of the file which is existing currently, press enter key. The file will be deleted automatically if that file exists as you press enter key. The next command is cd command. Cd command means change directory. See, in DOS we use cd command to move from one directory to other directory. That means if we need to open a directory or close a directory or move back to a directory, we use cd command. So we can use cd command for the same work in Linux also. In terminal window, simply type cd space the name of the directory which is currently there in that directory which you want to open. Press enter key. You will be seeing a change in the command prompt, and that change will reflect that you are there now in a new directory. Suppose that you are working in a directory away from the root directory, means you are there in root directory, then you have opened a directory, again create a directory, and again gone in that directory, means you are there in a directory and then in again subdirectory and then again in subdirectory, and at that moment you want to come back to the root directory. Then for that there is a simple command, and that command is